guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you are new here, welcome. Mwah. Please hit subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit the bell notification button so you get notified every time I post a new video, and then give this video a thumbs up because I'm sure that you would like it. So if you are a returning subscribers, thank you for your consistency. Thank you for always watching my videos. I really appreciate. Thank you for your comments, for your kind words and everything. I really do appreciate and do not take it for granted. So today I'm going to be talking about renewing your mind for relationships. I know people say that, or we understand that we all have a mind. We have the conscious mind and we have the subconscious mind, but the subconscious mind is actually more important than our conscious mind, because the subconscious mind controls everything that we do. Yes, you would have thought that it was the conscious mind that would say, oh, I can see that this is danger, therefore I will not walk into it. But sometimes you have people have this pattern of, or maybe dating a particular set of guys, and you're wondering, this guy beats you, he doesn't respect you, he doesn't treat you well, why do you keep going back to this type of guys? Why is it that these are the type of people that she attracts? Because in our subconscious there are things that are already registered there, and if we don't treat those things, we will just discover that we have particular patterns. We're repeating particular patterns and you can't seem to fathom why. So today I'm going to be talking about how you can renew your mind, getting rid of negative patterns that have been there. Trust me, patterns have been there. Like, you cannot tell me that you don't have the patterns that you need to erase. Everybody does. For some people it is to a lesser degree, for some people it's a much higher degree. So regardless of what degree you are in, there is hope for you. I know that there was a time in church we had this panel session. So one of the things we do in church then was we would have a panel session, and people were talking about, okay, how do you finally make a decision of who to marry? It was like guys talking about, before they eventually picked their wives. And one of the things that really stood out was that they were saying, they check the relationship between her and her father. And a particular lady came to me after service and I was like, this one everybody's saying, you check how does she speak about her father, whether she's respecting her father, whether they have a good relationship. And it means that she will not marry, because it doesn't look like she has a good relationship with her father. You understand? And then sometimes people give warnings and say, I cannot marry somebody that is raised by a single parent, or I cannot marry somebody that is from a broken home. Wow, when you listen to those things, it just feels like no. In fact, some of my best friends are from broken homes and things like that. So you need to understand what the person is actually saying, because there is a family dynamic that should have when you have both parents, and when you have good both parents, not like you're in an abusive environment or things like that. So there's a dynamic. There are things that children see growing up, there are things that we've seen growing up, and then sometimes you shut it out. But sometimes the fact that you shut it out doesn't mean that it's actually not there, and it can now begin to reproduce certain things in your life. You can have, maybe some people have this fear of maybe going into a relationship, or maybe somebody will leave them, their partner will leave them at some point in time, because they've seen maybe their father left the mom, or the mom left the dad at some point in time, maybe because of particular things. So those things, if you don't address them before you get married, you're going to have issues. Yes, you're going to have issues. Whether or not you get divorced is a different case, but you're actually going to have issues. So it is important for you to start dealing with those situations now. And then how can you deal with those situations? I'm talking particularly to Christians. Identify those patterns. So watch closely, reflect. How did your parents treat each other? You understand? How does your mom speak ill of your dad? Does your dad speak ill of your mom? Or maybe how they relate with family members and things like that. Sometimes you have, as children, and maybe you have your mom tell you or your dad tell you, this person, this uncle is very wicked, he has money but he's very stingy, he only attends to his own children and things like that. And then with that information you grow up maybe hating this uncle or not liking this auntie because you feel like, this person is stingy, this person has money, in fact the person is minting money at central bank, the person has all the connections in the world, but the person is not helping you get a job or something, and then you hate this person because you're like, how will you have all these resources and me, your family member, I'm suffering, and things like that. So all of those things actually plant seeds in your heart, and you have to get rid of them. The Bible encourages us, it says that we should not be conformed to this world, but we should be transformed by the renewing of our mind. So renewing of our mind brings forth transformation, and it is that transformation that we actually want to see. It is that transformation you want to go into your marriage with. That's one of the reasons why neuro-linguistic programming works a lot of times, because it goes to deal with what is inside in the core of you, and then helps to shape your perception about life, about different things, about different matters from the inside. So those things you have, their attitudes you exhibit that are actually a reflection of, maybe you had daddy issues, you had mommy issues, you had uncle issues, you were not cared for as a child, and many things like that, which is very important for us to begin to renew our mind concerning, so that one, you don't replicate that in your kids, and even for your partner, you don't give your partner a toxic environment, or you don't allow them exercise plenty love. You say, when the Bible say love unconditionally, you say, he was talking about my wife, like, no, she needs truckloads of love, unconditional love, and things like that. You don't want to put a strain or put stress on your partner in showing unconditional love to you. So renewing your mind is very important. Take the word of God and now begin to say things about yourself. That's why affirmations are very, very positive, and they are very, very good. But your affirmation should be a reflection of who God has made you to be, what image you have, so you understand that, I am in the image of God, I am in the likeness of God, these are the things that God has said concerning me, and because of that I meditate on it, and then I say those things so that my mind receives that information. It now begins to go to my subconscious, and then I'm telling my subconscious, this is now what you should be processing, this is now what you are supposed to be acting out, because this is my new identity, this is who I am now presently, and then these are the things that you are supposed to exhibit. And then when we also relate with other people, interpret their relationships or interpret their actions rightly. Don't just assume, they say all men has come, then you see they say all men has come, all men has come, this one raise hand like this, come, this one like this, come, and all of that. If you keep saying all men has come, trust me, has come, you go marry last, so you can't escape it, really. You can't escape it, because your conditioning, your programming, your mind programming is like, see, there are no good men out there, and you will not find a good man if you are not looking for a good man. In fact, you will not even know if you have a good man. Your words, when you enter that relationship, you say, no, this one is too good, it's not, it's pretending, it's not true, because I expect that a little slap here and there, a little blow, a little cheating, a little this, a little that, but this person doesn't seem to be doing all of these things. No, I like drama. I like, we fight, we blow each other, we break each other's head, get hospitalized, then we come back to apologize. I'm sorry, give me flowers, you did this and that. That is all also a reflection of a bad childhood. Yes, it's a reflection of a bad childhood, and also a lot of things that have gone on in your subconscious, many information that you fed into your mind. You fed your mind, and then your mind is now reproducing that information, because that's what you fed it. So what you feed your mind is very important. The Bible says that we should guard our hearts diligently, for out of it are the issues of life, the things that have to do with your life. It is from your heart, it is from your inside, it is from your innermost being that those things would come forth. You understand? And as believers, we are not supposed to live a life of bondage. We are not supposed to live a life that is in fear. The Bible says that perfect love casts away all fear. There is no fear in love, in God's love for us, there is no fear. So do not be afraid. Don't, this is not to make you scared and like, oh wow, I had a really, really terrible childhood. The fact that I had a really, really terrible childhood doesn't mean that you would live a terrible life, or you would destroy all your relationships, or no man will find you attractive, or no man would want to be with you and stick with you no matter what. That is not true. You understand? So you have to begin to renew your mind, expect the best, pray for the best, speak words concerning the best that you want, and then you see it manifested. So give this video a thumbs up because I'm sure that you like it, and then subscribe to my YouTube channel. Also turn on the bell notification button, and then I have like a playlist of relationship talk, relationship tips. I would put it somewhere so you could check it out and then watch. Also share this video with your friends, share with your family members, or share with people that you generally think that it will be beneficial, it will benefit. So thank you very much for waiting this long, watching my video. I really appreciate. And then